Joining me now is Christian Leuprecht, military expert at the Royal Military College of Canada and Queen's University. Mr. Leuprecht, sir, thank you for being here.
Renee, my pleasure.
So first off, your thoughts on Carney accepting Trump's invitation to the Board of Peace and Canada's involvement in Trump's peace plan?
So, look, Canada has had vital interests in the region for the last 70 years. If you think back to the Suez Crisis, 1956, where Canada effectively conceptualized, invented, if you want, the concept of peacekeeping operations to keep superpowers from going to war. Canada has long-standing involvement, contributions to a number of UN missions that are both run to the region as well as sort of from Israel itself. And I think it's also a sign that the Trump administration understands it needs broader, more legitimacy. And so bringing Canada on board, as well as European and Middle Eastern partners, is a signal, I think, to build a consensus for the very different approach to trying to govern both Gaza, the relationship between the Gazan territory and Israel, as well as to the region more broadly, including the Abraham Accords.
So why is he turning to Carney? What can we help to do to fulfill the 20 points of the peace plan?
Well, so I think Canada always likes to say that it has convener status, that it can bring people together and it can get people talking. And of course, that's one of the problems. People shoot at each other because they don't feel that they can get somewhere through diplomatic resolution. And President Trump is very much trying to reshape the relation, I think, the future of the Palestinian people, the relationship between Gaza and Israel, and the future of the region. I mean, this was part of his plan in the first Trump presidency, and he's very actively at work here as well. And I think it recognizes that Canada is an asset to the United States, the way we have long been. It's often said that the Americans project interests, the Canadians project values. Of course, Canada also projects interests, but this convening role, this ability of Canada to bring people together and to lend credibility to what Trump is doing. The United States has a very difficult relationship with the region. Canada tends to have a much better relationship with the region. So I think this is it's a good nod, I think, also to the respect that the president, I think, has for our prime minister and what our prime minister brings to bear.
We're just about out of time, but just quickly, do you see this involving Canada deploying troops to the region?
That will be, I think, a very difficult conversation for the Prime Minister, because there's a lot of demand on the Canadian Armed Forces, an organization that is significantly underfunded or had been understaffed, undercapitalized. But there's many ways that Canada can contribute, and it's clearly a signal that the U.S. sees value in Canada's presence and contribution to the region, which probably also holds out some hope for our bilateral and our binational relationship with the United States.
Very interesting. Unfortunately, we'll have to leave it there. Christian Leuprecht, military expert at the Royal Military College of Canada and Queen's University. Thank you very much for your time.
My pleasure, Renee. Thank you.